What's going on, YouTube? Thomas L here with both Good Trouble and School both premiering this week. Since Good Trouble is a spinoff of The Fosters, and School is a spinoff of The Goldbergs, since they both are spinoff shows, I decided to do a top 10 list of my 10 favorite TV spinoffs. Now, I don't really do a whole lot of top 10 TV related stuff, but I'm going to start doing more of them now. So anyway, that being said, here's my list. Alright, coming in at number 10 is Sam and Cat. Now, I really liked Victorious, and I also liked iCarly as well. I didn't love iCarly as most people do, but it was a solid show. But I gotta say, one of the best parts of iCarly has got to be Sam. I mean, she's just a scene stealer. And the best part about Victorious was, Kat, of course, played by Ariana Grande, who's pretty big now. So it was pretty cool that Nickelodeon did like a spinoff that featured both Sam and Kat. And I gotta say, Sam and Kat was a really funny show. Now, it's not like the best show of all time, nothing like that. But I thought it was pretty, cute with Ariana Grande and Jeanette McCurdy. I thought they had, good chemistry with one another. The one who played Boomer stole loads of scenes. This was really funny. If you guys haven't seen it, reruns on, I think, Teen Nick. Give Sam and Cat a go. It's really funny. Coming in at number 9 is more of a modern one, and that would be Grownish. Now, season 2 just premiered last week. I really love Grownish. It's a spinoff of the hit ABC sitcom Blackish. And the lead is Yaha Shahidi, who plays Anthony Anderson's daughter, Zoe. Yaha Shahidi, I think she's really good at playing Zoe. And Grownish, to me, it's really funny. It's a comedy, but there are some dramatic moments in the show. The season premiere was pretty good too, and also the one who plays the co-stars in this are pretty good. I really like Trevor Jackson, Chloe, and Halle are actually major scene stealers. You also got Francesca Rasa. I can't really pronounce her name, but she's really good. I really dig Grownish, and hopefully, if season 2 does well, maybe we'll see a season 3 in the near future, because this is a pretty decent show, and it's also on Freeform. So, all right, coming in at number 8 is A Different World. Now, this is a spinoff of The Cosby Show, and it featured Lisa Bonet, who's, by the way, is dating. I think she's either dating or married to Jason Momoa. So there's a little tip for you there. Different World was a pretty decent show. I mean, I haven't seen it for a while, but I remember really liking it when I first saw it. I really adore Lisa Bonet. Her on The Cosby Show and A Different World was pretty good. I mean, if you guys haven't seen A Different World by now, I believe they play it on the TV One and all. Give A Different World a go. I think you'll probably enjoy it. All right, coming in at number 7 is The Cleveland Show. Now, this is, of course, a spin-off of Family Guy, which, featured Cleveland himself. I really dug The Cleveland Show. It wasn't as good as Family Guy or anything like that, but I still thought it was pretty funny. I really liked the kid Roscoe. It was pretty funny. The bear in this. I mean, too bad Family Guy isn't bringing any of the Cleveland Show characters back, because I really dug most of them, especially the bear. The bear was, stole loads of scenes. And it's pretty cool to see Cleveland and his wife and kids all back in Quahog or Family Guy, even though his kids don't really hardly say anything now. I mean, I'm hoping in the future Family Guy will find a way to interpret Cleveland's kids into the whole show. Like the only one who really had more lines is Cleveland Jr. and that's it. I mean, I still really want to see Roscoe, do like an episode with Stewie. That's seriously an episode I really want to check out. But anyway, Cleveland show is pretty good. I mean, they actually show reruns. Like there's reruns of it on TBS, Adult Swim. I think Comedy Central they're having reruns. I'm glad to see they're still having reruns of the Cleveland show because it was really funny. Coming in at number 6 is The Jeffersons. Now, this is the spinoff of All in the Family, and you of course had Sherman Hemsley. R.I.P. Sherman Hemsley. He was really good on the show. All in the Family. That was a classic sitcom, and they spawned a lot, like couple of spinoffs. Like few of the spinoffs from All in the Family included Maude, Good Times, Archie Bunker's Palace, Gloria, and 704 Hauser. But the best one is The Jeffersons. This was a classic sitcom, and it was actually one of the longest running sitcoms. And it also had some pretty good actors in it. You had your Sherman Hemsley, Marla Gibbs was in this. Now, of course, Good Times, that's a classic as well. But, you can never go wrong with The Jeffersons. I mean, if you guys haven't seen The Jeffersons, they show reruns a lot. Give it a go. It's a classic. Coming in at number 5 is I'm on a recent one, and that will be Fuller House. I know this is unpopular to say. This is an unpopular opinion. I don't care what anyone says. I love Fuller House. It's really funny. Of course, it's nowhere near as good as Full House. But I mean, it's pretty cool to see the gang all back together. You got Candace Cameron Bure back as a DJ. Andrea Barber back as Kimmy Gibbler is really funny. Jodie Sweetin back as Stephanie, I really like. It's pretty cool to see, Danny returning. Uncle Jesse's back. A couple of episodes, of course. It's really, to me, it's pretty funny. Of course, it feels like a Disney show at times, but it's all good. Of course, we just had season 4 that just premiered back in December, which I really thought was pretty good. And season 5 will most likely come. So we'll see what happens there. Overall, I really dig Full House, and I hope season 5 comes because to me it's really funny. Coming in at number 4 is Key and Peele. Now this is actually a spinoff of Mad TV because way before Jordan Peele directed Get Out, and way before Keegan-Michael Key appeared in The Predator, they were both on Mad TV. Then after Mad TV, they both did a spinoff of Key and Peele. I didn't watch a whole lot of Key and Peele, to be honest with you, but I really dug what I saw. My favorite sketch is definitely when Jordan Peele played Barack Obama. Of course, the substitute teacher was pretty funny. This has some pretty good sketches. I mean, I didn't enjoy it as much as, Saturday Night Live or anything, but it was a still pretty funny sketch show. And Keegan-Michael Key and Jordan Peele, they both have just amazing chemistry. And I'm really happy to see Jordan Peele's career do really good. He recently directed Get Out. He won an Oscar for Get Out. Of course, he has that new movie, Us, coming out. And Keegan-Michael Key's been doing lots of stuff as well. So, yeah, I'm a big fan of both of them. And can we see what else they do next in the future? Coming in at number 3, I kind of already mentioned the show, and that is Good Times. Now, this, like the Jeffersons, this is also a spin-off of All in the Family. Good Times. How could you not love the show? It got released in the 70s, and it's a show that still gets talked about. Towards the 70s and 80s, there's been lots of really amazing African American centered sitcoms. Whether you talk about Good Times, The Jeffersons, even The Cosby Show. I know it's a little creepy to talk about The Cosby Show now, but I still love The Cosby Show. I mean, Bill Cosby is whatever and all, but Cosby Show was still a classic. Anyway, back to Good Times. In Good Times, you had the great Jimmy Walker as Dynamite. I love Jimmy Walker. You guys should check out some of his stand-up. Jimmy Walker is a really funny dude. And the one who plays Florida was a really funny character. Good Times has some really good characters in that. And I remember hearing words that we might actually be getting a Good Time movie in the future. I mean, I don't know if you could really top the original Good Times, but we'll see what happens. Coming in at number 2 is Mork and Mindy. You got the late, great Robert Williams with Pam Dober. I think it's Dauber. I always mispronounce her last name. But of course, Mork and Mindy is a spin-off of Happy Days. Happy Days pretty much spawned lots of spin-offs. My number 1 is a spin-off to Happy Days. I'm going to get to that here in a bit. But Mork and Mindy was a really funny sitcom. It was a breakthrough performance by Robert Williams. I believe it was like his first acting gig, if I'm not mistaken. Then his first feature was, of course, Popeye. Robert Williams, oh man, I miss that guy so much. Him and Mork and Mindy, Mork and Mindy is a classic sitcom. And I really like the chemistry between both Robert Williams and Pam Dauber. Their chemistry worked out really well in the show. And, I mean, Robert Williams as an alien, what more could you ask for there? I mean, if you guys never seen Mork and Mindy by now, do yourself a favor. They have reruns once in a while. Give Mork and Mindy a go. I think you'll enjoy them. Now, coming at number 1 for my favorite TV spinoffs, I mentioned that Mork and Mindy is a spinoff of Happy Days, and my number 1 pick is, of course, a Happy Days spinoff. My number 1 pick is Laverne and Shirley. How could you not add Laverne and Shirley on this list? You got the late, great Penny Marshall. Rest in peace, Penny Marshall. Such a shame. I mean, Penny Marshall was gone way too soon, Laverne and Shirley, that was a classic sitcom. Yeah, I believe it was the creator. I think it was Gary Marshall created. I could be mistaken. Oh yeah, it was created by Gary Marshall. I always keep thinking it was either Penny Marshall or Norman Lear, but it's a Gary Marshall, man. Anyway, Laverne and Shirley, like I said, it's a classic sitcom. It scored lots of Emmy nominations when premiered. And you, of course, had Penny Marshall with Cindy Williams. They both, I mean, their chemistry worked out really well on the show. Now, if it wasn't for Laverne and Shirley, you probably wouldn't have other, female chemistry type shows. We probably wouldn't have the Golden Girls. We wouldn't have Two Broke Girls and all. And we also probably wouldn't have Sam and Cat, because Sam and Cat was literally like a young version of Laverne and Shirley, if you really look at that show that way. Overall, Laverne and Shirley, who didn't love the show back in the days, it's just a classic. If you guys never seen it, check out some of the reruns. I think you'll love it. And like I said, Rest in peace, Penny Marshall. You will be missed. Alright, that's pretty much it. Let me do the quick rundown. Number 10, Sam and Cat. 9, Grownish. 8, A Different World. 7, The Cleveland Show. 6, The Jeffersons. 5, Fuller House. 4, Key and Peele. 3, Good Times. 2, Mork and Mindy. 1, Laverne and Shirley. Now, there's loads of other ones I could have added. Let me pull up the honorable mention list. Alright. Most people will probably add Better Call Saul, since that is a Breaking Bad spinoff. Oh, Facts of Life. I keep forgetting that's a spinoff of Different Strokes. There's, of course, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, a spinoff of Yu-Gi-Oh! We got other good ones. Oh, definitely not Johnny Loves Crotchy. No, thank you. Let's see. Joey, which is, of course, a spinoff of Friends. You had Frasier, a spinoff of Cheers. Frasier was a classic back in the days. You had Mama's Family, which is a spinoff of the Carol Burnett Show. But anyway, let me leave it to you guys. What were some of your favorite TV spinoffs? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Thomas L. signing off.